Welcome to my new and improved Ivy guide. I wanted to make a new guide because of the new items, and my old one is kinda outdated right now. A short introduction about myself. I'm ETERNUS 6. I've been ETERNUS since the game basically came out. I have around 500 games on Ivy and a 60% win rate in high elo, and I have tournament experience and scrim experience. Now with the introduction out of the way, I want to talk about Ivy and her roles and items, abilities, all that kind of good stuff. Firstly, I want to talk about what is Ivy, what is her role in like a team comp. She's a controller, aerial of the Nye type character, and a support at the same time. There are a bunch of different builds you can do on her. People do gun, they do full spirit, they do debuff. You can go full E-kitten, aka support. She's kind of like a joker. She can do everything if you want to. She's a very flexible character. Now, I wanted to talk about the abilities, and I kind of want to explain what they do, and then I want to go to the ability points. So, the Kutzebomb is like an AoE, slowing, damaging ability that damages enemies in the area. It's quite self-explanatory. The 2 is a connection thing that connects to your teammates. You replicate your healing by 25%. You give yourself and your ally fire rate and lifesteal, or bullet lifesteal, right? It's quite easy. It's like very self-explanatory. Next up, the stone form. It stuns enemies in the area, deals damage, and heals you for the max HP you have. You can also use this ability to dodge any ability because it makes you invulnerable as you are in your 2. I mean in your 3. So you can dodge any ability with this. Next up, your ultimate. You basically fly yourself or an ally. You bring them with you, and when you are exiting your airdrop, you get a combat barrier, and you give your ally and yourself bullet resist. And you are carrying a bomb with yourself or your ally. When you drop the bomb, you will hit enemies in an area of effect. You will slow them for 30%. It's basically like a knock-up, essentially. And you can use this to basically do a lot of things. You can be on the sideline, clear waves, and you can ult to a team fight. So you can be very mobile with this ability. Now I want to talk about the skill points and like how to allocate them and what are the good ability points and what are the kind of like the weak ability points. First up is the Kutzebomb. This first upgrade just gives you 1 charge. It's quite simple, you just get 1 more charge of the Kutzebomb. So you upgrade this in lane, so you get more Kutzebombs to spam on a wave. The second upgrade is more duration. A lot of people are sleeping on this, but this allows you to clear minions, or like a full minion wave, without really shooting the creeps, because of the extra duration. In this example, this is like a regular creep. This should fully kill the entire creep, just because I have tier 2. Right. This fully kills a creep. If I don't have this, it will not clear this creep. Right. So you're able to basically fully clear a wave doing this. The next upgrade is 50 DPS and 2 meter more radius. So this increases the base radius, which scales with greater expansion even better, or like range items in general, so it's good. And then the DPS is like the big part. At this point of the game, you should have like some spirit items. This means that you can clear medium camps without shooting them. So you can basically steal enemy camps or like medium camps without really doing anything if you have some spirit, right? So this just allows you to farm like way better and allows you to clear waves way better. So you just toss this on the waves or like enemy creeps or like enemy camps, and you can steal them quite easily. Next up is Watcher's Covenant or her 2. First one just gives me more fire rate. The next upgrade is +2 movement speed bonus. This is actually a very important upgrade for Ivy. Not a lot of people know this, but the +2 movement speed bonus allows you to slide while shooting or like fighting. Right now I have 7.3 ms. I'm gonna press my 2. I have 9.3. You need 9 movement speed to be able to slide without dashing. So with this upgrade, you can essentially keep permaslide. You can have permaslide with this upgrade. And the last one just makes it so you have 1 more tether. Your 2 basically applies to 2 teammates. So you duplicate your healing to 2 allies and the buffs to 2 allies. Next up is the stone form. The first upgrade is very crucial actually because it reduces your cooldown. So from 42-second cooldown to 23-second cooldown, which is very important actually because you want to be able to dodge stuff in lane. The next upgrade is the tier 2, and it basically makes it so the stun duration goes up by 0.5 seconds. This is kind of important because if you're gonna contest mid-boss, for example, the stun duration of 1.25 seconds allow you to stone form into punch, and you cannot get parried unless they have debuff reducer. The last one just makes it so you heal more when you press your stone form. It's not really that much of a difference. If you're going like a booster Ivy, it's probably like good getting. Lastly, the airdrop. The first upgrade here, which is in a minus 20% bullet resist on enemies hit for 8 seconds. This is very important as well. I grabbed this super early. Because this amplifies your damage not only to enemies, but to towers. Not a lot of people know this. So here's a Guardian, and if I shoot the Guardian, it deals 2 damage. Right, 2 damage per bullet. If I pop my airdrop now, and I hit the tower, I deal 3 damage, so it's 1 more damage. So the bullet resist shred works on towers. So if you get this super early and you get ahead in lane, you can basically just ulti the tower and you and your teammate will do more damage to the Guardian. Second upgrade is you get a thicker barrier and the explosion radius on the ulti is bigger. And then the last upgrade is also very crucial. It applies silence to everyone hit in your ulti. This is like the second priority of like tier 5 on IV. The first one is going to be Kudzu Bomb, then the last one is going to be silence. If you're taking a more competitive approach to this character, you could do gun and it doesn't really matter what you do. But if you want to go like spirit support or debuff or whatever you want to do, you want to get your silence as well. Silence is very, very crucial for team fights because it adds another layer of crowd control and debuffs. And this silences everyone, it slows them, it applies bullet resist on them. Like it's a lot of annoying items you're applying, or like annoying debuffs you're applying to them. Next up, I want to talk about the items, and I want to go over every single category and explain why they're good and what's good in general for the character. First up, the gun section. Extended mag just makes sense in my opinion. Extended mags for extra ammo. Ivy really likes ammo because she has a very like low mag and high fire rate, so she really likes the extend mags. Headshot booster is good if you are like kind of winning lane if you're ahead. This is 50 flat damage, so it's just good overall damage for Ivy in lane if you're ahead. Monster rounds is also very good because she most of the time she struggles in lane, so you want to get monster rounds so you can shove the wave really fast. Combined with your Kudzu Bomb, so it's very hard for enemies to really kill your tower if you're playing correctly. Rapid rounds can be both if you're going like gun. Restorative not really that useful on Ivy, you would rather buy other regen items. Active reload is one of those items for Ivy that's like actually quite good. I used to buy this before the item rework. It's not as good as it was, but it's still quite good. You could buy this on any like build. Backstabber is very strong for Ivy actually, because this basically applies a damage over time effect, spirit effect, which is 100 damage. Basically 100 spirit over time. It reduces the bullet resist and it gives you movement speed bonus when you see them through the wall basically. So it's a good kind of like support item and like damage item in general in the early stages of the game. Fleetfoot, you can buy this, but it's kind of useless because she already has built-in Fleetfoot. Intensifying mag is also very good if you have a lot of ammo, aka gun Ivy, so it's good for gun Ivy. Kinetic dash, she doesn't really need stamina, she has a lot of stamina already, so this kind of is dog shit. Long range, kind of bad as well now. Melee charge, kind of bad as well. You don't buy Mystic Shot. Opening rounds, you could buy this as well on gun Ivy. Slowing bullets is also really, really good for Ivy. It's another like debuff, since Ivy really likes applying debuffs to people. Don't talk about this, don't talk about this. Swift Striker if you're doing gun again. Titanic Mag is very good for Ivy. It's very cost effective. It's 1600 for basic 90% more ammo and more damage. So you could buy this on any kind of build and you will have, like actually, will have some fighting power with your gun. Alk Fire is really good because it applies... Alk Fire is really good on any build as well, because it reduces everyone's bullet resist by 10%, or like it scales with spirit basically. So if you're doing spirit Ivy, it will keep increasing this bullet resist shred, and damage also increases. What's good about Alk Fire is the fact that like I said, your ulti is minus 20 plus the 10%, which is like 30% bullet shred. So you can apply this to your towers or to the enemies, so they have minus 30% bullet resist shred on them. Berserker, if you're doing gun again, can be bought, can be bought, can be bought. This is also very good for gun Ivy, so you're hella tanky. You don't buy this. I used to buy this on Ivy when this item was broken, but not anymore. Heroic Aura is one of those items for Ivy that you kind of want to buy, regardless of what build you're doing. Unless you're going full spirit or like full E-kitten. But you could buy this on Ivy, and in any scenario it's like a very good value item. Because it gives you movement speed and fire rate, and bullet resist bullet resist to everyone around you. So once you pop your Heroic Aura and your 2, you're able to do like a lot of you're very mobile, and once again you're applying fire rate to yourself and your teammates. So with your tether, it's 28% on top of the 30%, so you're applying around 50% fire rate. Yeah, 58% fire rate. So Heroic is very good in general as well. Hollow Point can be bought if you're doing gun. You don't really buy this or this or this or this. You could buy Tesla Bullets if you're doing debuff Ivy to apply the debuffs even more. Toxic if you're struggling against this, against heals. You don't really need to buy this unless you're doing gun. You don't really buy this either. Gun item if you're doing gun again. Capacitor you can kind of buy on debuff. I tested this before. Since Capacitor removes a bunch of buffs, you can remove Viscous Cube, you can remove 7-3, you can remove Abrams 1. So if there's a lot of things you can remove, I would buy this, for example, if I'm doing debuff Ivy. Because it helps you increase your weapon investment, so you actually do some gun damage on top of the debuffs you're applying. Crippling, you can buy this if you're even support, if they have a lot of bullet armor or spirit armor. You can just buy this. Why would you buy melee on Ivy? You could buy this in gun. Same with this, same with this, same with this, same with this. Not really, not really, not really. Most of the gun items you buy for gun Ivy, unless you are building spirit or support, where you could buy Alkfire and Heroic and Tesla Bullets. Next up, the Vitality section. This is you buy a lot of items here too, actually. So first up is extra health. You could buy this in lane if you're planning on buying Fortitude later. Extra regen and healing booster is good if you're going full support, which is not really that recommended in my opinion. Extra stamina in case you're planning on building Arcane Surge. Healing right for lane, it's very important to stay healthy during lane. And if you plan on buying Rescue Beam or Nova, which you probably should be doing, probably getting Rescue Beam this item, so please buy it. Melee lifesteal, not really that useful. Rebuttal if you have punching. Let's say you have an Abrams Calico on your lane and you're good at parrying and they're perma punching, you can just get this and you kill them for free. I don't really buy this a lot, but sometimes you can buy this. Sprint boots and enduring speed is also very good because your ulti scales with sprint speed. So if you have very high sprint speed, your ulti is super fast, so you're able to roll it around the map very quickly. Battle Vest if you're struggling against bullet heroes and if you're doing gun, of course. Then bullet lifesteal if you plan on doing gun, like I said. You don't really want to buy gun on Ivy. If you're in high elos you can, but it's whatever. Reducer if you're struggling against a bunch of debuffs. Enchanters is also really good. I would buy this on Ivy basically every game. Because it reduces your cooldown and it gives you more spirit power, which Ivy likes. Enduring Spirit if there's a lot of slows and annoying shit you wanna get rid of. Also the movement speed is very nice for her ulti. Guarding Ward if you're planning buying Divine later. But in general, I would not buy this item, I would just get the Rescue Beam instead. The movement speed is nice though, and the ability range is nice, so you can go fast with your ulti. Healbane is kind of crucial for Ivy. You kind of buy this regardless, because the Healbane applies on your Kudzu Bomb, it applies on your Stoneform and your ulti, so you are basically heal reducing everyone. Healing booster, you could buy this, like I said. Reactive if you're against a Bebop and a lot of CC. Restorative if there's a lot of abilities in your lane. Return Fire, you could buy this too if there's a lot of gun heroes. Could buy this on You could buy Spirit Lifesteal if you're going full Spirit IV. These two are kind of like depending on lane and matchups, etc, etc. Against Talon, against Abrams punching you, whatever. Resilience for tankiness against bullet heroes. Counterspell if you are struggling against a lot of like hard CC characters like Lash, Holiday, Mo, anything like this. You can kind of like counterspell all of this. So you have two sources of denying enemy abilities with your counterspell and your 3. Remover if you need to remove like debuffs like ETERNUS, spamming debuffs, if you're getting slowed, slowing hex, etc, etc. For the dude, you could kind of like buy this whenever. It's just like a very good item in general. The regen is very, very nice to have. Fury Trance if you're doing gun, Healing Nova. You could buy both Rescue Beam and Healing Nova, but I would just get Rescue Beam, maybe Nova in some scenarios. They kind of nerf this item. If you're doing melee, I don't know why you would. You don't need this. In case they have a haste, but you don't really want to buy this either. This you could buy as well if you're struggling against a bunch of like spirit heroes. Stamina Mastery, not really useful at all, because you have your ulti for escaping and maneuvering around the map. Trophy Collector, you could buy this. It's kind of troll, but you could. If you're able to get your stacks very fast, yes. No, you don't want to buy Veilwalker ever, I think, on Ivy. Warpstone, you could get away buying Warpstone if you're getting like hard committed on by a lot of people. But in general, no. Cheat Death, you don't really want to buy this either. It's kind of just useless on Ivy. Colossus, if you're doing like a tanky Ivy, where you want to be frontlining, you don't really want to buy this either. Divine Barrier is good if you are against heroes that apply debuffs. If you're doing like a support IV, you can remove Pocket Ulti, for example. You could buy Kevlar if you want to be super tanky with your airdrop. So this is 400 combat barrier on top of 1000 combat barrier, so you have like an extra 1500 armor or like barrier. Healing Tempo, I've experimented with Healing Tempo Ivy, but it's not good. It's kind of just, you're kind of just adding a lot of fire rate, but you don't really need all that fire rate. Technically. Infuser, if you're going full Spirit Ivy, you don't really need to buy this ever unless you're going full Spirit and you're super late game. Inhibitor is actually not that bad. If there's a lot of like characters that are nuking, you could buy this on Ivy too. Juggernaut is also quite good. If there's a lot of slows and a lot of like gun heroes, you could buy this too. You don't really ever buy Leech. You don't need this. You don't even really need Phantom Strike either. Plated armor can be a good situational purchase if they have a lot of gun heroes that apply on hits. Siphon bullets is just really good in general. Makes Ivy super tanky. I've seen Wander experiment with siphon bullets and try the build, it's really good. So siphon bullets Ivy is very good too. You could buy this. Spellbreaker if they have a lot of like spirit heroes. You don't really ever want to buy Unstoppable. Maybe you could buy Vampiric Burst if you're going gun again, and Witch Melee is kind of just pointless. Last section, the Spirit section. This is kind of like where you want to spend a lot of your points to, actually. If you're doing like a competitive Ivy, if you see if you look at any Ivy in kind of like tournaments and like high tier play, they all go full Spirit or they go debuff. They rarely do full support or full gun. Unless like Zerg is playing like some gun build because they need like Ivy something. But most of the time it's just Spirit with some support in it. The first item is Extra Charge. This gives you an extra charge on your Kudzu Bomb and you deal more Spirit damage on your on your 1. This item is very good. Very good. Extra Spirit if you're going full Spirit Ivy. I don't know why you would buy this. Mystic Expansion, I've tried building this. I don't think it's really that worth building. Like you could build it, but you're using slots and you would rather just get greater expansion later into the game instead of buying this. Like you're applying this to something and then what, you know? I would rather just get greater expansion instantly and then call it a day. And save your gold for something else. Mystic Regen, you don't really want to buy this. It's kind of pointless. Rusted Barrel, you could use this to counter gun heroes in lane. And Spirit Strike, you don't really want to buy this either. Arcane Surge though, it's a really good item for IV. Because ability range, duration and spirit power. So let's say you buy Arcane Surge on IV, and you combine it with your ulti. So it's 15% more duration on your slows, on your resists, on your silence, on your everything. This is also really, really good for Ivy, like in general. Ivy really likes duration and range. And the spirit damage as well is good. Bullet resist shredder is also very good on Ivy, because once again you have your bullet shred on your airdrop. So 12% on top of the 20%. And if you're buying Alkfire, that's another 10%. You're probably reducing people's bullet shred or resist by like 40% at this point if you're buying bullet resist shredder and Alkfire. Compressed cooldown is also really good because Ivy likes having your ult active a lot. So you want to have compressed cooldown on your ulti, so you're able to pop your ulti as many times as humanly possible. Because how you play is you clear wave and then you ulti to fight. Or you play aggressively to try to split push and take towers and then you ulti away. And you can also save teammates with this as well. Duration Extender, she also likes duration, but you don't really buy this a lot anymore. But you could for the extra duration on the silence. Improve Spirit if you're doing Spirit Ivy once again. Now, for a very good upgrade, Mystic Slow. This basically reduces their their movement speed by 30%. So if you take this 30% and you apply it to the movement slow that you have for your ulti and your Kutsu Bomb, this is a 30% movement slow on top of 30%, which is gonna be diminishing, so maybe like 50% movement slow. And your Kutsu Bomb is probably 50% movement slow, 50-60, it's around that area. But you are essentially like slowing even more than you're already doing. So this Mystic Slow item is very good for Ivy. Very, very good. I would recommend buying this on like every game almost. Mystic Vulnerability if you have a lot of Spirit Heroes on your team. So this also increases your Spirit damage in general. So you could buy this on Spirit Ivy too. QSR, you could buy this on Gun Ivy if you're planning on doing Gun Ivy. Slowing Hex is one of those items that is really, really good as well. Because just being able to slow someone's like movement, or like being able to completely shut down someone's mobility is very, very good in general. Like for just chasing people, for denying people. So like let's say you go with your ulti and you ult someone and it's like a wraith or something into the early game. You just ulti them, slowing hex them, stone form them, and then they can't really move and it should be a guaranteed killed. Spirits Up. You can once again buy this if you have a lot of spirit on your team. And then Suppressor. Suppressor is an interesting item. It's very good for Ivy. It's very, very good. Because it's 35% fire rate slow that applies on your Kutsu Bomb, Stone Form, and your ulti. So, let's say you're doing debuff Ivy for example. You're buying Mystic Slow and Suppressor. You're buying both these two. So you're slowing them by 30% on top of the 30% you're already doing. And you're also reducing the fire rate by 35%. So you're just super, super annoying at this point. So not a lot of people can take fights when you ulti them or something. DK you can buy if there's a lot of heals on enemy team. It scales with spirit. And since you're gonna be buying a lot of spirit items, like DK will just do more damage because the bleed damage is increased based on how much spirit you have. Disarming Hex, you could buy this once again if they have a lot of like gun carries and there's like one fed wraith on enemy team that you have to shut down. Just pop this on her and she can't really play the game. Also the minus bullet resist is good. Greater Expansion, self-explanatory. Ivy likes the range. She likes just having a lot of range in her kit because all of her abilities scales of range. Knockdown if there's a bunch of flyers. This is like also a situational purchase. You buy this against Vindictas, Bebops, Talons, etc, etc. Radiant Regeneration, don't buy this, you don't need this on Ivy, it's kind of pointless. Rapid Recharge, the only time you would buy this is if you're doing full Spirit Ivy, otherwise don't. Like you could buy this on regular Ivy if you're doing like just some other build, but in general I advise not buying this because you're spending so much gold. So I would only buy this if I'm doing full Spirit Ivy. Soundless Wave, also good. If there's a Geist, if there's a Yamato, if there's a Pocket, anything you want to shut down, you just buy this. And if you have Spirit teammates, of course, you want to buy this too. Spirit Switch, you don't need this, kind of pointless. Super Cooldown, you want to buy this as well. On basically every game, on any hero, almost at this point. Because cooldown, reducing the cooldown is just so important for any hero. So, like, this is 90 seconds, now it's 68 seconds. And then your Kutsu Bomb, your Stone Form, etc, etc. It's just really good. Duration, once again, you could buy this, you don't really need it anymore, but it just increases the duration of your debuffs and the duration of your Kutsu Bombs. Surge of Power, I don't know why you would buy this, it's kind of just pointless, I'm not gonna lie. Same with this, you don't really want to buy Tank Buster, there's nothing in your kit that procs this. Torment Pulse, kind of pointless too, unless you're doing like a meme build. Arctic Blast, you could build this, I don't see the point again. This is more for like assassin heroes. Boundless Spirit if you're doing full Spirit Ivy again. Curious if there's anyone you need to shut down, like a fed hero, you can buy this. Echo Shard, once again kind of pointless, you don't really need this unless you're doing some meme build. Escalating Exposure, if you're doing full Spirit Ivy, once again, you don't really want to buy this unless you're going full Spirit Ivy. E-Shift, you don't ever buy this in Ivy. Focus Lens, you never buy this either in Ivy. Lightning Scroll, however, you do buy. Lightning Scroll is really good because you have a giant AoE ultimate that hits everyone, you silence them, and then after the silence is done, you stun them. So... Right, let's say this guy's silenced now, and then he's silenced, and afterwards he's stunned again. So it's just a lot of CC, a lot of CC. It's a big teamfight ability and ultimate combined, so it's really, really good. Carpet, don't think I need to explain this, you don't need this. Merkmag, if you're doing gun, you could buy this. Reverb, you could buy if you're going full Spirit, but it's kind of pointless once again. Refresher, however, is a good purchase. Let's say it's super late into the game, super late into the game, and you only need to win one fight to end the game. I would buy Refresher just to have 2 ultimates in a fight. Because super late game, I have silence already, and I join the fight and I silence everyone. Then I go back after I toss my Kutsus and use all my abilities, then I refresh, and then I have another ultimate to like interrupt the fights again, so it's very good super late game. Scourge is also another item you could just straight up buy for any character, because the 40% spirit resist and the max health per second is just insane. And usually when you're playing Ivy, you're also getting more range. So it's just a really good item to buy in general. Also gives healing, cooldown reduction, which is good. Spirit Burn is also another item you could buy if you're doing full Spirit Ivy, or if there's a lot of healing in the enemy team. Since your Kutsu Bomb on top of the airdrop, etc., just procs this super easily. And then my favorite item for Ivy out of all the new items is Vortex Web. This item combined with Greater Expansion just makes you a crazy teamfight hero. Because most of the time you want to join fights late, right? As Ivy, you don't really want to ulti at the start of the fight and then drop your bomb and then no one gets silenced, basically. I mean, they get silenced and then they just back off. So let's say you join the fight late, you pop your ulti, then you fly, then you drop your vortex, and then you drop everything. They're all silenced, they're all grouped, they're stunned. They can't escape, they can't move, they're just fucked. It's just, they can't do anything. So vortex is really good, and it gives more ability range. So the range is just insane at this point. And you group all of them, you hit them with Kutsu and your ulti, and then it's just GG. Here's an example clip of me pulling it off in a game as well. Chase. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Holy shit! Holy. Now I want to talk about the Ivy tech. And there's a lot. There's gonna be a lot. For specifically her ulti, her 2, and her stone form. So her 1, there's not really any tech, to be honest. You just toss it on the wave. It's kind of simple, self-explanatory. There's nothing to it. I wanted to talk about her 2. First, because like I said, this duplicates your healing by 25%. So a lot of the time in lane, you want to wait for your 2 to be up and then pop your rescue beam. If you don't know, rescue beam is meta right now in high elo, simply because it's very short cooldown and it heals you for 20% of your max HP. And then if rescue beam ever gets nerfed, you would just end up buying other healing items, maybe locket or something like this later. And yeah, in general, you want to press your 2 because this once again duplicates the healing. If you heal your teammate, you are healing your teammate for 150 on top of the tether healing, which is 70. So it's just like a good tech to know, to use your beam or your healing item with your 2 every time you can. Next up is a stone form tech that you probably don't know. You can use actives like rescue beam while you're in your stone form. So you can technically press your rescue beam into 3 and you will heal with the rescue beam in your 3. And another thing about stone form, it also gives you more height. So you can jump over stuff and like get to heights you couldn't be able to if you're like fighting people. So a good example of this is, let's say you are fighting in this area specifically, and you can't really jump up here with a regular double jump. You have to wall bounce into a double jump to get up, or wall bounce into a heavy melee to get up. There is a trick where you can double jump into stone form and get on top, or even wall bounce into stone form and get on top, because it gives you a little bit of extra height. So there have been times where I've been getting chased and I wall bounce into stone form and I get on top and I take the pad and I'm gone, just because I don't have the time. And if they're shooting me and shit, I need to dodge this damage that's coming to me. And then lastly, the ultimate. The ultimate has a lot of tech actually. A lot of tech. So the first one is zipline momentum. Like you carry the momentum of the zipline with your ulti. So what you do is you go on a zipline and you jump off and dash, and then you press your ulti. And you carry the momentum with your ulti. So you want to do this if you're going to lane and they're fighting. So you just do this, and then you crouch, dash, and then you ulti. The next thing is being able to not go straight up when you're popping your ulti. So usually when you pop your AV ulti, you go straight up, right? But if you spam crouch, you can go straight down, so you're not going super far up. Another thing you can do is you can spam your dash key.
Ready to fly?
Yeah, like this. And you just go straight forward. That's another tech you can do with your ulti. Another thing that people don't know, you can cancel enemy like ultimates with your ulti. Let's say your teammate is getting lassoed. You can grab your teammate while they're lassoed, and you cancel the lasso basically. Another trick that not a lot of people know, I think, is you can actually animation cancel your airdrop with your stone form. So if your teammate is fighting someone, for example, a very close range, you don't really want to grab them and then like ulti them and fly, because maybe your teammate could have killed them or something. What you want to do instead, you want to press 4 and then instantly press 3, which will basically like fling them, and you will stone form. Kind of like this. And your stun goes off, your airdrop goes off, they get the shield, and you stun the enemy on top of this.
Hope you don't mind the pickup.
Not a lot of people know this tech, but now you do. Another trick that not a lot of people know about. Let's say you are pushing a tower or something, and they're sending a bunch of people to you, and there's 2 teammates with you, and you have rescue beam. You can essentially start rescue beaming your teammate, like you pull them and then you ulti your teammate at the same time. So you can grab 2 people with you and you still have this guy with you. So if they try and fight, you can drop them on them and you can fight with them, for example. But yeah, I think that's all the Ivy tech actually. I don't think there's more. Lastly, I wanted to go over a VOD that I played. This guy is ranked 13 or something on the leaderboard. This is Metro. And then our team comp is kind of bad actually, because we have Ivy, we have Viscous, and we have Dynamo. We have basically 3 supports. And we're against Atsugi, Avon, all of these are ETERNUS player, ETERNUS player, ETERNUS player. It's basically a ETERNUS 6 lobby, like a bunch of good players. I want to explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and my decisions when it comes to building items. So I'm looking at this lane here. We're against a Lash, Vindicta. Vindicta will poke me and Lash will probably like to look to slam or like do a lot of damage in general. So here I'm starting Kutsubum because I want to bomb the wave. I already got poked, so... Here I bomb the wave on the tower. Poking a bit. Focusing the healing creep. And I'm not really like focusing a lot on enemies, I'm just looking for shooting creeps. And I tried to fight with my Calico. Waves are already cleared. I'm just gonna shoot, look to deny them. And yeah. Early game is gonna be very passive on Ivy. You don't really want to interact with the enemy. You kind of just want to shoot the waves and kill creeps. Here I'm bombing the wave again, doing a lot of damage to the wave. I'm just focusing on the wave. I don't really care about the enemies. Here I put 1 point into Stoneform and 1 point into Kutsubom, so I have more bombs. Now we cleared wave, I'm gonna look to trade with them. Gonna bomb the wave again, probably.
Healing rights on cooldown.
Shooting healing creep, and group standing gun. Still shooting creeps. I think I misplay around this point. But yeah, as you can see, I'm playing very slow and patient. It's very hard for Ivy in general to actually win trades because she's very weak early. So I'm just focusing on wave and nothing else really. I'm not really interacting with enemies. Here I do misplay. I use my stone form and I get staked and I get punished for it. And we just get parried. Technically, what I should do here is literally just play far back. Because main issue here is stake. And I use my stone form to dodge damage instead of dodging stake. I should not waste stone form if they have stake up, which is a misplay of me. Here I buy monster rounds so I can shove wave easier. As you can see, they can't really damage the tower because we killed the creep so fast with the Ivy Kutsu bomb. It's around 2 minutes now, so I'm just gonna do boxes and stuff. Maybe fight a bit. I'm just focusing on wave again. Not really interacting with the enemies. Probably gonna do boxes now. Maybe. I should do boxes, yeah. I'm gonna do boxes now. Look to steal their boxes as well. Just chilling. Just not really doing that much. Here I'm stone farming to dodge the Vindicta snipe so I won't take damage. I'm probably gonna buy healing right here. I'm just gonna chill and heal. They already have rescue beam now on Vindicta, so I'm probably just gonna chill and save for our rescue beam. My Calico might die here, but I'm gonna still fight with him. Actually end up killing this guy. Which is good, because he overextended and Vindicta wasn't able to get any like vision with her snipe. Now I'm just gonna focus the wave again. Stable for rescue beam. Now I'm gonna rush for buffs, because they spawn soon. Gonna play around this area for buffs. My Calico might come here too. It's a casting buff, I'm just gonna give it to her.
Thank you.
It's going back to lane. Securing the buff.
Ready to use singularity.
Trading a bit with them. Here they use stake. Use my stone form to counter the stake. Playing in line of sight because the Vindicta is flying. Just focusing the wave again. Now I have rescue beam, so I should be able to heal my Calico because she's kind of low. I don't have my 2 now, so I can't really use it with the tether. I mean my beam with the tether. So it's whatever.
Items almost ready.
Here my Calico gets a big burst of damage and she's gonna look for something. Okay, I'm gonna counter the lash ulti with my ulti. I'm gonna duel the Vindicta because I have bullet resist. I have bullet resist.
ready.
Now my Calico's gonna go for a big trade. The Vindicta has 1 HP. So I'm gonna look here. I basically canceled the Lash ulti. And I'm gonna duel the Vindicta because I have extra shields with the combat barrier.
Lash.
I'm just gonna play super aggressive and take space. Because my Calico is just chilling here. And I will heal her, maybe. Yeah, Calico just kills him.
That's teamwork.
And it's very hard for my Calico to die here because I give her bullet resist, which is 40%, so they can't really trade with her at all. So like here it's very hard for them to play the game because I have rescue beam and I have my ulti up and it's just so much healing and resists in general, so they can't really fight. And I have my ulti to counter the Lash ulti, which also I counter with my ulti, yeah. And my Cali is rotating trade, I'm playing aggressive. Like right now I'm playing more aggressive because I have rescue beam. And my ult is up soon, and they have no Lash ulti, they only have Vindicta snipe. I'm just gonna bomb the wave again, clear the wave. Again, I'm healing my Calico to basically full HP, because rescue beam is OP.
Let's go for a
Here I'm gonna look for something on the other lanes, because they're fighting. And my wave is shoved, so I wanna look for something here.
slowing down.
The 7 ends up just dying, because it's like running in for some reason, I don't know why.
Seriously.
Now I'm just gonna run back, like as quick as possible. Technically I should just stay in lane here, but I have time to go back. I'm already here now with the wave. My Calico's gonna look for a trade here. I'm gonna rescue beam her out of the snipe.
They're not
I'm gonna
bringing
stun
me
for him to try to heal her with my 2. He's bombing the wave again.
Good luck not getting
Here about enchanters for more cooldown and spirit resist because they have a lot of spirit damage in this lane with Crow and Lash.
We need to move
Here I
as
use my
one.
2 with my heal, so I'm getting healed even more. Now I'm using my stone form to heal even more. So my Calico was basically 1 HP and now she's full HP.
I got more with it.
Now I get some more bullets because I want to clear the wave easier.
Singularity's almost ready.
So now I'm just gonna ult because I saw the Vindicta walk up, but I misplayed, it's fine. It's whatever. I'm probably just gonna look to bomb the wave here. We get the guy here. Yeah, this guy just got.
Coward Vindicta.
So in the combination with airdrop, the bullet resist shred and the stun, and my Calico jumping, we just nuke that guy instantly. And now we take the tower for this, I think. Not sure. Also another tip for rescue beam. Try to use it on your teammates and not only yourself, because if you use it on your teammate, you heal yourself as well. Just clearing wave again. Now we're probably gonna look to shove the tower, maybe? No. I might get backstabber here, I don't know what I'm buying here. Yeah, I get backstabber here for some extra damage in lane. I forgot to mention, this is a debuff Ivy game. I'm gonna rotate for Urn.
Keep throwing your lives away. I'll be ready.
Yeah. Now we basically have 4 people hovering the Urn, and there's only 2 here, so we should be able to get this Urn for free. They're gonna push the tower, I'm gonna do the Urn. So while I'm running the Urn, we can just look at this, where they're just gonna take tower because we're 3 people. Yeah, we just get this for free. Now I'm probably asking my team to go rotate the Urn. Viper's already rotating. We might just go grab the buff here. My Wraith is gonna go clear the wave for the Urn.
Is here.
I'm gonna clear this wave. There's only a warden here now. They're all fighting on this side of the map. I can see this. So I'm gonna go for delivery probably. Because there's no one here. Only the warden. I'm just gonna ask for my wraith to go walk up. There's a haze on me. So I'm just basically running around in circles. Wraith killed warden. I just know that this guy has space for me. So I'm just gonna walk up.
Yellow needs help. You need help.
I'm gonna grab wraith to look for the haze because I saw her. And we just kill this guy easily because my wraith has ulti again. And we just kill this guy.
Let's find another.
I'm just gonna bomb the wave and then go by. So in general, when you play heavy, you kind of want to do, like you want to go for objectives most of the time.
Pull back.
Our yellow guardian has been defeated.
I'm just gonna rotate to mid lane to clear the wave here. That's what I was thinking, I would assume. But wave is already cleared basically, so I'm just gonna wait for the next wave and clear this wave as well. I'm gonna try to probably steal their vaults, maybe. I'm doing boxes because I want to buy something. Probably some 3k item, I would assume it's superior cooldown, I'm not really sure. But I'm just gonna go catch his wave first before I do anything. Then I'm gonna shove the next wave. You wanna shove waves really deep so people can't really contest anything. It's very crucial to shove the waves, like always do this. Now that I've shoved the wave, I wanna go by.
Need a lift?
Actually, I see a big fight happening in mid lane, so I'm just gonna fly mid.
I see 7.
I'm just flying, looking. There's not really much I can do here, to be honest. So I decided to not really do anything and just grab my teammates. I'm just gonna clear wave. This fight is kind of bad, so I don't really care about it. I still haven't bought yet because there was a big fight. I'm probably just gonna go base now. Yeah, as you can see, it's 3 mid. I'm not willing to interact with the fight because it's just super bad. Bad fight attacks, I don't really care. Probably getting superior cooldown here.
I see someone.
Yeah, I'm getting superior cooldown and probably some other... Yeah, I guess slowing hacks here for the Vindicta, the Lash, the ETERNUS. Later I'm probably just gonna go buy Vortex. So now I'm just rotating to do some camps, doing boxes, pathing passively towards the lane because I want to bomb the wave. I think I told my wraith there's someone here, so I want to play with her. And I'm kind of just hiding, not really showing on the map, just playing passive. We're gonna walk up and look for something, because when you have ulti you can play kind of aggressive, because I have ulti and we can just dodge anything if there's multiple people. Here we're just going super aggressive on this tower. They paused though. But we end up getting this tower. Yeah, we end up getting this tower. Simply because I have rescue beam and I have ulti, and no one can really contest us. If there was more than like one person, like imagine there's a bunch of people trying to chase us, I can just ulti and we're fine. I'm gonna ult because I heard this ETERNUS, I'm pretty sure. I'm just ulting for this warden. I slow him, stun him, bomb him, and this guy should just die.
You never headed this way.
Now I'm playing aggressive again because I have a teammate around me, just bombing the wave. I don't really care about this fight, it's pointless. Buff is up now, so I probably told my team that the buffs is up. And the urn is up, so I'm just gonna path to the urn. Just gonna grab buff again. I mean the urn. As you can see, I'm already always rotating to the objectives and urns, like every time they spawn, most of the time. Unless there's like a big fight happening, like in mid lane, right? And we do get the urn for free. We deliver this for free, basically, so it's kind of fine. Now we're gonna look to siege this, because we see 3 people on the map chasing a Viscous for some reason. My Dynamo dodges the Lash. I dodged the Inferno Stone with my Stone Form, and I grab my Dynamo to dodge the Warden ulti probably. And for some reason, my Dynamo presses 2. I don't know why it does that, and I end up dying for it. I don't know why that happened. Is it a bug or something? Because I pressed 2. And somehow him pressing 2 cancels my ulti. I don't know why it does that, but I died for it. So technically I should not die here. It's just my Dynamo pressing 2 and it fucks both of us for some reason. And they end up taking Reju, which is kind of bad for us actually. So here I'm just playing. So since they took Reju, we need to play very passive. So I'm just gonna sit on the walker that we have remaining. Basically mid, because I see a lot of them mid, and I'm just gonna toss my Kutsu bombs on the mid wave and clear it. Because my wave clear is very good right now. Like look at all the damage I'm doing to the waves. I'm just playing passively, clearing wave. I also picked up a suppressor because I looked at the enemy team. They have Haze that is going on. They have Warden that's going on. They have Infernus that's going on. And they have a 7 that's doing gun damage. All of these players like pressing M1 to do damage. So buying suppressor in this game is like a lot of value. So I'm just chilling in mid, clearing waves. That's kind of like my job right now. I'm just chilling in mid, clearing waves. Here I'm walking up a bit aggressively because I see them fighting on the side of the maps. I'm assuming no one's gonna go catch me here. Now I'm gonna ult for this fight. There I did the tech where I press shift. I come here, we try to catch them. I do think we kill this guy. We do kill this Infernus. We also kill this Haze, I think. I think someone comes to help me here. Yeah, Dynamo comes to help me here. Yeah, this Haze can barely shoot if you can tell. Yeah. Then we just kill this guy for free. I'm just clearing the wave again and then I'm backing because they still have Reju, right? This was a good fight because they split up and then we just punished them for it. And at this point I also have my airdrop max and I have my stone form at tier 2. So I can contest mid-boss next. I don't really care about the 2 because I'm not going like gun. I'm just going like debuff and some gun.
I see Warden.
I'm just gonna beat my Dynamo out of the Warden cage. So I this guy so he can't run away if he decides to do something stupid. Warden is ulting, I'm gonna ult it to counter their push. So I'm zoning basically 4 people. Now I'm stomping the Vindicta out of the sky. I'm gonna try and fight with my team. Rescue beam into live. And I get rescue beam with my Dynamo. I'm chilling. And I'm probably just gonna go base. So basically everything that I did here is I dropped my ulti to cut off the fight because the Warden was going balls deep with his ulti and everyone else was in the back. So my ulti basically countered the Infernus engage, the Lash engage, and the Vindicta engage because Vindicta is basically purely for assassinate and crow and stake. Now I have Vortex, so I'm just gonna group them. They're all here still. Here I dodged ETERNUS. I mean the 7 stun. Stun. Beaming my dynamo, because why not? I need heals. Now I have my ulti again. And the enemy Lash is doing their own. So I'm probably gonna end up clearing this wave and go TP. Yeah, I'm just gonna go TP now. And then I saw, it's too late because my team is not rotating, so I'm just gonna chill here anyways. I'm just gonna chill, get some boxes, vibe, clear this wave.
Let's pick up Lash. Headed to green. Let's check out Warden.
Hope you don't mind the pickup.
Now I'm just gonna ult because I cleared the wave. I do get caught by haste though, which is kind of unfortunate.
Slowing them.
I was gonna ult it to join this fight, but haste kind of slapped me, so it's unfortunate. I'm just gonna do some camps, nothing else for me to do on the map. Because I see Viper pathing to this wave already, so I'm not really gonna care about that. Now I see this wave, that this wave is kinda shit. I'm probably gonna path for this wave. Actually, no, I'm just gonna stay mid, clear this wave. Play around my Calico. Just gonna clear another wave. Dodge the dodge the Vindicta stick again. Kinda unsure what I want to do here. I thought I cleared the wave, but I didn't. Clear this wave now. Probably just gonna go buy something. Probably improved reach. Because I have Vortex now.
Bought that off a
Yeah.
Knickerbocker. That's
Greater
why my
expansion.
leg's broken.
With the Vortex Web, it's just really, really good team fighting. Mid boss is gonna be up very soon. That's why I'm looking at the mid boss thing. So I'm just gonna hover around this area, do their boxes, just chill, take their camps. I heard him shooting, so I'm just gonna back off. I don't really want to get caught here before anything happens. I'm just gonna go mid now, clear the wave.
I'll get him.
There's 1 minute for buff. I'm probably telling my team already that there's 1 minute for buffs. Now Wraith called, she wanted to look for a pick, so I'm just gonna play around her for a rescue beam and my ult team. I saw the haze. We're probably just gonna kill this guy. Now I'm gonna grab my haze. I mean my Wraith, and look for a stun. Vortex Web, I hit all of them. They get stunned. We hit the black hole, and we just win this fight super easily. Right here, I have Vortex Webbed 2 people. I hit them with silence and I stunned all of them, so it's just GG. Right now, I think we're gonna go do mid boss. I think. I think I was calling go mid, but they didn't want to go mid, so I don't know. We just took their shrines instead.
You have a heal. Thank you. Let's go mid.
I'm still calling to go mid. Raid is just going in for no reason. We should just go mid at this point. I'm still calling mid probably. And then they're trying to fight even more, so I'm just gonna go back. At this point, mid is really bad. I've been calling mid for a long time now. I'm pretty sure in the voice chat, but no one listened. I feel as we're still gonna do mid though, which is kind of bad, but it's fine.
Let's go mid.
My Viscous is gonna go grab Baron now, which is also really good. And they're not really contesting anything, so it's kind of free. I'm gonna stone for him. I'm not really gonna do that. We get just haze here. The 7 gets ulted. Now we're just gonna keep chasing. I'm just gonna go fix wave with my bomb. Now I'm gonna go look for Urn, because they might do Urn.
Walker is under attack.
I'm selling something, I don't know what I sold, even.
I won't lie.
And I buy Bullet Resist Shredder here for the...
Mystics are buying it.
I buy Alpha and Bullet Resist Shredder because I realized my rate is kind of fed. And my Viper is kind of fed. This guy was griefing the entire game, by the way. But my rate is kind of fed. And me being able to shred their armor even more is really good for all of us. So now I'm playing around my Calico because she's probably gonna look for something.
Professor,
I'm kind of asking for my team now to go do something because fighting this is kind of pointless. There's a haze on me, unfortunately. I do get caught there. Wasn't aware of my surroundings. Technically, my team shouldn't be on this side of the map. But these two kind of griefed. But I didn't even realize this guy gets earned for free somehow. Because this guy is griefing. This guy's not playing the game. He was griefing this game. But yeah, in general, you want to play around your team. And play for team fights with Ivy. But yeah, I hope you understand like how you should fight with Ivy. I do want to show you this though, which is where I talked about the vortex web. Here my team is engaging. I'm gonna put my ulti with the thing. I'm gonna put my vortex and everything else. I'm gonna silence all of them. Look at this ulti. I vortex all of them. I silence all of them. Look at how low they are. And I basically opened up this fight. Because I vortex all of them, and they're all silenced, and they're all bombed, and it's just GG. I want to keep in mind that this Viper was not playing the game. He was just not playing. He was griefing, like actively griefing. So it was a 5v6, and I ended up winning this game. Because of my engages and stuff like this, and Dynamo Black Hole. Yeah, I hope you understand how to play Ivy now. That's about everything that I wanted to show you and teach you. Hope you understood, and hope you learned something. And I'll see you in the next one.